Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Bearded Respect, number 140. Woo!
Hey, everybody.
How you doing?
What is
Jason, you
up?
want to welcome some of these fine people in the show?
Yep. And first on my screen, anyways, I got Mrs. Bruce City. Hey, Becky.
What's up,
Hey,
Becky? Hello, Becky.
Hello, Becky.
There we go.
Hey, Steven. Got the bearded chief in.
How you doing?
House.
Chief.
Hey, Brad. Good to see you.
What's up, Brad?
Kevin.
Hey, Kevin.
What's up, Kevin?
Kevin beat Amber again. Hey, Amber.
What's up, Amber?
And Amber, I seen you followed me with your other IG account, and yeah, some of that stuff on there, I know you don't have much on there yet, but man, that stuff looks amazing. I had no idea. Hey, Jacob, good to see you.
Hey, Jacob.
What's up, Jacob? I just got to meet him in person. We'll talk about that later.
You what?
Yeah. Hey, Ken, there's another one you got to meet too.
Yeah.
Hey, Ken, good to
What's
see
up,
you.
Ken?
How you doing, Ken?
Toll Booth Willie, good to see you, Willie.
I don't have friends. I got family.
Hey, Bearded Squatch, good to see
Garrett.
you.
Garrett.
Hello.
Garrett, and then Melissa. Garrett beat Melissa too. Hey, Melissa.
What's up, Melissa?
Hello.
Hey, Rich.
Rich.
Hey, Rich.
Well, here I am in all my glory.
Hello.
Hey, 3D.
3D.
How
What's
you
up?
doing?
Hello, neighbor.
Hey, babysitter Jess.
Jessica.
No way.
There he is. Hey, Big Stu.
Chris. What's up? Where's my invite?
I was telling the guys about it in the green room backstage where I'm going to be this Saturday night. Hey, JP.
JP.
Hey, P, thanks for joining us.
Hope you're doing okay in the weather down there.
Hey, Whiskers and Whiskey.
Hello there, children.
Hey, there's frickin' Frack.
Former Intercontinental Champion of the world, Macho Man Randy
Nothing means nothing.
Freaking Frack. Hope you're weathering the storm.
Hello, Dynamite.
No
Hey,
way.
Dynamite. Hey, John. Hey, John. Good to see you. Happy Thursday, everybody.
What's up, Foxy?
Friday Junior. Hey, Roy. Good to see you.
Roy, thanks for
Good.
joining us. He put out a pretty good video.
Yeah.
Ray.
Hey, Porn Spray
Hey,
Ray.
Ray.
Hey, Tony T. Good to see
Tony?
all you fine. Good to see all you fine people in here on our show tonight.
Yes,
Tony?
it sure is.
Hey, Twitch.
Hey, Twitch.
What's up, Twitch?
Hey, Phil. Good to see you.
Phil.
Hello.
Hey, Phil.
Wow, Jason, you are on it tonight.
Am I?
Yeah, man, you're whipping right through it.
That new computer must be working.
Must be the hat.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it's
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, maybe the hat.
Irish vibe in them.
I don't have one of those.
Phil's in Well, Phil, I think Phil's in Georgia. He might be in Florida. I don't know, but I hope everyone in Florida is doing okay. If they're here, they must be doing okay.
Yes. Well, I would assume so, but you never know.
There, Stu said you're welcome to make the trip.
Okay.
Well, maybe I could now that I got a new car.
Oh, did you get a new car?
Yeah.
Hey, Michael.
What's up, Romy?
Or at least new to me.
Cool.
Man, I'm caught up, guys.
Wow. Man, you whipped right through that. Well, thanks for everyone. Thanks to everyone coming in tonight.
Yeah, we got 33 in here. That's pretty good turnout.
Nice.
Yes.
Appreciate everyone. Before we bring our guest on, I just want to do a quick slideshow of my trip to Detroit this past weekend. As most of you probably know, I went to the Great American Beard Competition and got to meet a lot of people from the community. So let's kind of take a look at that. It was a really great time. They have this competition every 2 years. So the last one was in 2022. And I believe it was in Salt Lake City the last time.
Mm-hmm.
But here's just a little clip of my hotel room. Got a pretty nice place. This was basically free. I just had enough points to get this hotel room. It was really nice. Walked around the city a little bit. Here is Detroit Beer Company. I didn't go in there, but I just thought it was a cool sign. And then a lot of like murals around the city. Cool alleyway. That was probably the nicest alleyway I saw, and the only nice one in the city, probably. I don't think there's too many nice ones there. A little mural of all the sports teams they got here. Elephant room. So here's Coney Island. I didn't know this about Detroit, but they love their Coney Island hot dogs. And these are, I guess, two different businesses right next to each other. The American Coney Island and then Lafayette Coney Island. I didn't go in to investigate, but I think they're different businesses right next to each other. There's me drinking an ice cold coffee. It was hot. It was like 90 degrees when I was walking around, I think.
And you got schooled on what a nice coffee is?
Yeah, so I asked for a cold brew, and they said iced coffee. I'm like, sure.
It's not a cold brew.
I'm like, yeah, okay. So I called it the wrong thing, I guess, but it was really good. Really good coffee. It was
That's all that matters.
They roast their own coffee there. So yeah, it was really good. Had a dark roast, cold roast. Their Desert Oasis Coffee Roasters.
Cool.
And just some more murals. I was right outside Tiger Stadium, but they weren't in town. Oh, here's Detroit style pizza. It was pretty good. It wasn't bad. This is a donut shop I was too afraid to go into. This was across the street from the meetup, the meet and greet on Friday. And man, it was in a rough part of town. And this was like diagonal across the street, the family donut shop. And there were cars there parked like the whole night, like late into the night. But yeah, I didn't dare venture over there. And so this is Tim and Aaron. I actually met them the week prior up in South Dakota. They are from Minnesota. And there's Tim sporting a Notable Beard Co. So I got to meet them at the meet and greet. So I thought that was pretty cool. He was a judge the weekend prior at the South Dakota Bash, where I got second place.
Cool.
And then just walking over to where the event was. This is the Mason Temple. Huge building, really nice inside. And then the first people I met was Melissa and Garrett, and Jacob was there, and Scott was there as well. There's the four of us: Scott, Jacob, Garrett, myself. Very cool to meet them in person. I guess Scott's probably the one I've known the longest out of the three here.
He's pretty tall too.
Yeah, he's definitely tall. Definitely a tall guy. And but yeah, because he's been following the Beard Respect since the beginning, pretty much, I think. Close to it. And then of course we've had all three of these guys on our show at one point. And then there's Melissa.
Hello, murderer.
Sorry about that.
Did Tara
She
come
threw
in?
a knife in the chat.
Yep, Tara's there. So yeah, just so cool to meet up with these guys. And I felt really bad. I just wasn't thinking that day. So Friday night was the meet and greet, and you could pre-register for your tag, for your to get in and everything for your ticket. So I did that. And then the day of the competition, like the first 2 hours was for registration. And I was like, I don't need to be there. I've already registered. So I'll just go in, later. And it started at noon. I think I got there like close to 1 o'clock. And not even thinking that, people there to meet, like, there's going to be people there that I know. So yeah, I was just kind of selfish at that point. And, but thankfully they waited for me. And there's Bob and his Elliot Norris, the mustache. He won first place, of course. I can't remember the name of the mustache. Hungarian, I think.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Yeah. Yep. And he was repping Educated Beards. He had his Educated Beards jacket on up on stage.
I saw that.
When they were going. There's Garrett. Nice. Look at that braid. Look at that massive bearded braid there. Very cool.
I couldn't even attempt that.
There's Scott. Close up of Scott wearing a Dan C shirt. And then Dan C came over and talked to us. Got a picture with him. And he was loving his cowboy hat. He was, of course, a judge there. And this is a third time I've met up with Dan C. And then this is my friend Brock. He lives down in Denver. He's part of the Rocky Mountain Beard Club. He usually just has a mustache. Like, he's won awards for just a mustache. And this past year, he's decided to grow out his beard for a year to see it. And I think this is at 8 months. So he did the beard with styled mustache category. And then there's Ken.
Cool.
From Bayard. He came up and met with us for a little bit. Really cool to meet him in person. Jacob and I got to talk to him for a little bit. And this is Kyle Waller. He is pretty big in the community. He has his own podcast called Strike or Stripe, something like that.
Yeah,
I can't remember what it's called, but it's more about mental health. He's on the Talking Beards Network on his. But the three of us, we met Kyle last year in Nashville.
Yeah, he's an interesting guy.
Yeah, very cool guy. He won the under 4-inch category. First place. And Bob again, and then the 5 of us again. I I guess I posted.
It will be court time. What's your name? Jacob McGee. And where are you from, Jacob? Harrison, Michigan. Harrison, Michigan. You look like you're from Iowa.
Actually, I'm from Texas.
Oh, what part?
Corpus Christi.
All right, I'm in the Corpus. Beautiful place, man. Nice to meet you.
Still clipping Jacob there talking. I don't know if anyone heard that. I don't know if the volume came through or not, but
Oh yeah.
I hear pretty well.
Was
so
that, was that
this guy
Taxi Phil too?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Was that Taxi Phil?
No, that was not Taxi Phil.
Oh,
That was
El
What's your
Chapo.
name?
what was that, Scott?
El Chapo.
El Chapo, yeah. I think he was
Okay.
like a radio show host or something like that in Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
He's a public figure in Detroit. I'm not
Yes.
sure
Yes, he
exactly
is.
what he did.
And I think he was one of the founders of the Beard Club there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What I miss?
Oh, just say hi, Tara, I guess.
You didn't acknowledge her? Obviously.
Well, I acknowledged you with that one. And then that's when Scott played the murderer.
Hello, murderer.
Does that help?
So, but yeah, they had 3 MCs. Taxi Phil was another one, and then I can't remember his name, but he's done multiple national level competitions. He's from Pittsburgh. I think it's Andy. I can't remember his name. Here's a guy dressed as a caveman on one of those inflatable dinosaurs. It was pretty hilarious. And then here's Mr. Little Caesar Pizza.
I thought that was funny.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome. Here's one of the guys that did the styled or the freestyle beard, which, man, that is like thick locks there. I couldn't get a good close-up picture, but so this is kind of like an action, but yeah, that's pretty cool. I think he's kind of like supposed to be like a supernova or something like that. He was wearing like an outer space shirt, but really cool. And then here is Paul. So look at the detail on that beard.
Yeah.
That freestyle, especially that middle part, that like ring around his beard is truly amazing. Paul has been a freestyle beard guy for a long time, and you may also recognize him from Zero Prostate. He is like a spokesperson in prostate because he himself had prostate cancer, and so he kind of runs like beard events for Zero Prostate and No Shave November, stuff like that. Really cool guy. Really nice to meet him and talk to him.
Yeah, this November, maybe we should try and get him on.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, that would be great. That would be awesome. Yeah, I did give him our card.
Cool.
Here's Tony,
Hey, Tony.
and I don't know, is Tony in the chat? Was that Tony earlier?
He was here. I
that
don't
the
know if he is
Tony?
currently, but he was.
Yeah, so really cool to meet up with him. And he's in your club, right?
Yes, I told him to come and find you because I couldn't make it.
Yeah. Yep. And I remember Tony and we went head to head one year in the lit beard competition.
Yeah.
Yep. And then here is Rob McNabb. He is from Massachusetts, and you often see him in the DNC lives, but really cool guy.
Cool beard.
There's Tony. Hey, Tony. Yeah, very cool beard. Cool guy. So here is the over 18
I can't believe some of them beards.
inch beards. Yeah.
Not like one or two of them. There's a whole stage full of them.
Yeah. I mean, just amazing. So the top 3 are here. So the guy in the baseball jersey, I thought his was really impressive. It's for like the size of him and the thickness of the beard. I thought that was really cool. And then here's Mitch with the beard. He's pretty well known on IG. He's from Florida. He got second place. And then first place was this person here. I don't know his name. He's not on any social media. He is a chemistry professor in Ohio somewhere. His beard was the longest. Like, it definitely goes down to his ankles.
Oh, wow.
This is the first beard competition he ever entered. And he's been growing his beard for 10 years. So I didn't get a chance to talk to him, but from everyone that I've talked to that did talk, like, really super nice guy. Like, every time I looked at him, he was smiling. A lot of times I looked at him and thinking it was Mitch, then realizing it wasn't Mitch because their beards are so similar. In this light, it really doesn't show it that way, but yeah, definitely massive beards in the over 18 category. This is my friend Adam. He's from Alabama. This is his second time at Great American, and both times he's won first place for I think it's just natural mustache. I think it is the category. Yeah. So like no products or anything like that. Really cool guy. I got to get to know him better in Denver because he was in the Denver competition this past July.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, really cool guy. He's a sheriff down in Alabama somewhere.
It was called Mario.
Yeah. Because the 1 year, like 2 years ago, he came to Denver dressed as Mario for the competition. But this is the first, second, and third place got this record type trophy. Yeah. Really cool. Like, so his was gold, and then there was a silver, and then there was a bronze. And then here's my category. This picture doesn't really do it justice. There were 22 of us in this category. This is the 8 to 12 inch. Massive beards.
Just the volume of some of those beards is unreal.
Yeah.
The volume was crazy. Then here is Phil, Taxicab Phil. He's been on our show last year. Here's me just kind of going through the judges. Here are the three winners from my category. True definition of natural beard. They didn't have a groomed beard category, so it was natural. And I think that's kind of like what, went against me. Because these guys, they're just so bushy and full. There's just like a little side view.
But yours looks pretty thick there from that angle.
That angle, yeah, but definitely no in comparison to the other guys.
Yeah.
So they posted results of the competition, and I finished 6th place. So I'm pretty happy about that. The 7th place was Rob, who I showed a picture of. And then 8th place was, I think his name's Kyle. I met him a week prior up in South Dakota as well. So it was like, and those two guys were the only two guys I knew out of the 22 of us. So it was pretty cool. It was 6th, 7th, and 8th. And all three of us had like more of a groomed beard as opposed to the all natural beard.
Yeah.
But sorry, I kind of like whipped through that. I didn't want to waste too much time because I know we have guests waiting for us. So
yes.
That took longer than I thought. Yeah, eight hairs in one pore, definitely. Yeah.
But with that, why don't we bring our guests on?
Yeah. Thanks, Chris. Yep.
I don't dance.
What's up, guys?
What's
Welcome to
cracking?
Bearded Respect.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for sticking with us during that long intro there. I was trying to go as fast as I could.
Oh, man, it's insane.
I was sad that you didn't go to the donut shop.
Maybe next time. Maybe next
I don't think
time.
anybody would mess with.
Yeah, they would run away from you like.
Yeah. All right, so Joe and Sean from the Beard Coalition. Let's get into the 5 questions and learn about you guys.
All right.
All right, so for this first question, you both have to answer. It's the first question that we ask every guest of ours. What was your favorite toy as a child? What was that one toy that you always played with?
Do you have an answer? ready?
Raphael with nunchucks.
Okay.
That's good.
Teenage Ninja
My favorite.
Turtles.
Yep.
That's hard for me. I don't know.
I would say his was Gumby.
Get out of here. Probably Legos just in general.
Okay.
I was kids that built everything with Legos, but I wasn't happy with like the multicolor house. Like if I built a house, it had to be all the same color brick, or like if I built a robot, the little minifig had to actually get into the robot. You know, like more of a mech. But I don't know that I had a toy that I really loved.
Huh? Legos is cool.
All
And
right.
you said Leonardo?
No, Raphael. How dare
Raphael.
How
Okay.
I will love you, dude.
So just to clear things up, Joe, is it
Yeah.
Joe that likes Raphael?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. So Joe, Sean. Okay, just to make sure that we had it right on the screen there. So I have a huge question for you guys. What is the Beard Coalition?
That's a good one. So the Beard Coalition is, in its simplest form, it's a marketplace where you can get good beard products, with the crux of it being you don't have to go to multiple places to get multiple brands. You can shop at one place and get, you know, your 8-bit and your Artist Man and your whatever else. Beyond that, though, we have aspirations of really contributing to the beard community and really helping to build the actual community around it. And doing that with, one, introducing people to new brands, as beard oil, but as they're there, they also find Bearded Mac or one of these other brands. But then also helping out the small companies that are selling these brands, because they generally are that family-owned, small batch, high-quality type product that generally doesn't have the distribution of these big guys that sell garbage products but are in all the stores. So as you're starting your beard journey, that's generally where you start because you don't know better. So we're trying to bridge some of those gaps as well.
Okay.
Yeah, that was kind of fun for me because he was using one that I don't personally care for.
Which we're not going to mention.
We're not going to mention. I know. But I introduced him to, I forget which one I was using, but he could tell immediately the quality difference, and that's why we started it too. Was just the education of it. Most guys, we do a lot of trade shows with the beard oils, and a lot of it's just education. Hey, you should apply beard oil when your beard is still damp. Just things like that, and just how important it is to just take care of your beard.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you look good, you feel good, and when you feel good, you look good. So, I mean, I can say that for myself. I'm biased.
So yeah, as Brad says, a one-stop shop, right?
Exactly. That's the theory. In theory, you can buy all your products from different brands and pay shipping one time. Because that's the other thing was we're not doing drop shipping or anything like that, which would be the easiest business model. But to support the brands more and to give a better customer service experience, we're actually buying the products and shipping them out from our warehouse.
Okay.
Cool.
So you have an inventory of select products, select companies, and we can just go to your website and pick what we want from different companies, throw it in one basket, check out all at the same time.
Exactly.
How did you or like what's your relationship with each other? Like, what are you friends? Are you siblings? Are you cousins? Are you
Joe married his sister.
What's that?
Yeah, I married his sister.
Okay.
And she's watching, so I can't say what I wanted to say.
But surely it was something nice.
Yes, of course. I love you, dear.
And how long have you guys been involved with like the bearding community, like with the small batch beard community?
I don't know how to answer that. For a while, just me specifically, just because I can grow a healthy beard pretty easily. So I mean, I don't know how to answer that.
While you think of a better, more concise answer, in February I got COVID, and for the first time in my life was down and out and grew a beard because I didn't have anything else to do. Like usually, I kept usually pretty clean shaven, and whether it be for business or whatever, I just was always clean shaven, and I never wanted to have that in between where you look like you're just a scrub and you can't take care of yourself, right? So I just never had the beard. And then I was down and out for like 6 weeks, decided to grow the beard. That started my conversations with Joe, who took care of his beard. Hey, how do I do this? What products do I need to use? What brands do I need to check out, etc. So really my answer is since February.
Okay.
And then Beard Co. came into existence mid-April, beginning of May.
Yeah, so we're new-ish to the scene.
Yeah. Okay. But Joe, you've probably been in it for a couple of years then. Like you've taken care of your beard for a couple of years now, or?
Well, yeah. So I started growing a beard again December of last year.
Okay.
And then I've always cut my own beard, but now that I'm trying to be presentable because I'm required to for work and stuff. I've been to the barber 3 times, and they've taken at least an inch every time. And so this would be even longer, but it's so hard for me to find a good barber.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm new to Ohio, by the way. So we're in Cleveland. I just moved here in 2020 from Colorado. And so I had to find new everything. And during COVID, it was just, if you get your hair cut, hey, good for you. Otherwise, you're just doing it yourself. So I did it myself, or my wife did it for me.
And you had a beard years ago.
Yeah.
Like a burly beard.
Yes. I used to like to braid my beard to my chest hair.
Get out of here.
And it would just
I warned the 3 guys, but just for everyone else watching, just take Joe with a grain of salt.
It would look like it was miraculous. It would fit like right into the top button of my shirt.
It fits in with a lot of our other guests.
Right.
And I know we have a bunch of Ohio guys
Nice.
watch our shows.
Oh yeah. So finding a barber to cut your beard right is a very difficult task. And in fact, years before I ever went to a barber, I just did it myself because I didn't trust anyone, and I still don't trust barbers. But you just kind of like let them, or you try to find one that's got like a portfolio of, of good work. But hopefully that's changing. I think the more beards out there, the better they'll get. You know.
That's the hope.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just kind of going through. Yeah, Beard Chief, he's in Ohio. Romy is in Ohio. Some other guys here too.
Chief is in Steubenville, and Romy is in Ravenna.
Ravenna.
Yeah, Ravenna.
We used to go out to Ravenna almost every weekend. Play football.
Cool.
And you guys are in Cleveland?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Are you guys looking to expand your line at all? Or are you happy with what you have so far? Or
So the goal is eventually to sell all the really great brands. Right now, I think more than anything else, we're limited just from the financial side of it because we chose to actually buy all the product. We're currently sitting on thousands of dollars worth of beard products, which is really great when you need a new product and you have all of this to shop from at the warehouse, but really bad when you look at the invoices and go, "Oh, we actually had to pay for that." So now we.
Yeah.
So in theory, we will constantly be expanding and bringing on new brands. Right now, we're at about 10, and like I said, we're just trying to responsibly expand.
Right.
yeah,
Right.
Yeah, and you have some pretty big name companies.
yeah.
We're
A lot
excited.
of which have been on our show.
Yeah.
Now, are you strictly just online, or are you doing like craft fairs, farmers market, stuff like that?
So we're actually doing the Grape Jamboree in Geneva, Ohio. It's a wine kind of festival. It's a pretty big one out there.
Okay.
This weekend, we're doing that Saturday, Sunday for all those Ohio people that want to come out and see us.
Cool.
It's 10 to 7 for anybody that wants to come. But we've never been there. But apparently 200,000 people converge on Geneva, Ohio for the various events that they have. And one of those pieces of that is the craft show. So we'll be there. And then we try to do about one craft show a month. Just to, we're starting up. So we're supplementing income and all that stuff with that. Ideally, we'd love to only be online, but we're still trying to get the name out and everything.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Also, it's a ton of fun
It
actually
is.
getting to talk to the people and interact with them. And I think the coolest part is the educational piece. Because like Joe said, I think probably 6 out of 10 of the people that we get into the booth, we end up educating as to why they need the products before they actually will purchase one. And it's incredible how many guys have a decent beard and don't even know that they should be taking care of it, let alone how to be taking care of it.
Do you run into a lot of guys who have beard roof?
All the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
It's so funny
Figured.
too because they treat it like it's a puzzle. Like I will have guys tell us, "Oh, I don't need that stuff," and I go, "Oh, really? You ever are itchy, scratchy, flaky?" And they go, "Oh yeah, all the time." Come on, guys.
Stop using Pantene Pro V on your beard.
Yeah.
White stuff don't
We're
work.
not supposed to mention brands.
Oh, I'm sorry. I took it back.
We have a Michigan company in here that says maybe they should apply.
Bring it on.
Yeah, I haven't seen you before. I'll look you up.
If you go to our website beardcoalition.com, in the top left-hand corner, there's something that says like sell your products on our site or whatever, and there's an intake form there.
Yeah, he was actually a few weeks ago. He was on our show.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Beard and Body, they have the oil, butter, and balm.
And they do have a candle company as well.
Yep.
Cool. Very cool.
So Brad, we try to, but usually when we do a show, we raise the prices just a little bit because of the effort that it takes to get these shows going. So, but for the most part, we try to be what the manufacturer does.
Yeah. So the point in saying that is if you check our site now, we're about 20% higher. If you check it after Sunday, it'll be back down to
Yeah.
MSRP.
But that's just because we got the beard show this weekend.
Yeah. Okay.
I also noticed you have a bundling feature that saves people some money.
It does. So the theory is it will walk you through, pick out your wash, pick out your conditioner, your oil, your balm or butter, and then accessories, your combs and things like that. And the more you buy, the more you save. So every product you add, it will deepen the discount across the board.
And it's just nice too, because say you buy a woodsy scent for your beard oil, and then for your balm or your butter, you have a citrus scent. So a lot of the times those are going to clash. So it's nice to just have a bundle where you can be like, you know what, I'm going to do unscented this, scented that, and then we could just play off of each other. So I personally always do unscented balms and butters. That way it doesn't affect my manliness.
Okay, I had to text my wife. But getting back to the craft shows and stuff, have you ever heard of the Shaker Woods Festival in Columbiana?
I've not.
Okay, I think it's like on a farmland or something, and there's all, it's in the woods. There's a bunch of sheds, and I think these people are kind of permanent. And me and my wife went to it about a month ago or so, and so she goes, "Oh, and they have another one coming up in October called Christmas in the Woods." So yeah, I didn't know. I don't know if you guys can get into it or not, or how it's laid out. I know some places, the craft shows, you gotta beg to get a spot in them.
We've noticed that. When we started in April or May, we decided we should do shows, and we're at that point, all the summer shows are already kicked up, and so we're trying to get into some of them, and it was brutal.
Yeah.
And then, even now, like we will probably be done after this weekend for the year, just because all the holiday ones have been booked up for so long in advance, we can't seem to get into one. But Jason, where is that show?
It's in Columbiana.
Columbiana. Okay.
Where's Columbiana?
Ohio.
It's not too. It's south. It's more.
Hold on, I'll just Google it.
It's not. Yeah, Google it. But yeah, it's not. It's not too far across the PA line. We definitely spent more time driving in PA than we did once we got into Ohio to get to it.
So it's like Sharon, Youngstown area.
Yeah, I think
Mansfield, Ashland.
We'll check it out.
Yeah. Thanks for the plug. We'll look.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't. I mean, they got sheds up, and it's not just popping up a tent and setting up some tables. They got, like I said, it's something.
Cool.
But
And then, Chad, I'm starring your questions, and we'll get to them in just a moment. Joe and Sean, another question for both of you guys. Joe, you go first. Tell us your beard routine.
So I work outside. So I apply beard oil twice in the day, morning and night, because I need to shower both times.
Okay.
So I only wash at night. So the night before, what I'll do is I'll wash my beard. I only condition like once a week, just because I apply so much beard oil throughout the week. But usually beard oil, and then I don't put anything in my beard to style it ever unless I need to. But it's mainly just beard oil and beard wash.
Okay. Did you style it to be on the podcast tonight?
I did do some beard butter, and I never take a blow dryer to my beard, but I did because I want it to be fresh and clean for you guys.
Just for you guys.
Nice.
And my grandma yelled at me. She said I looked a little too poofy. But that's okay.
So beard wash and beard oil, those are your staples.
Yeah, I work outside, so I need to wash it because things get in there, but
Yeah.
I drink a lot of water. I stay well hydrated, so I don't typically need to use anything else. But I'm a blessed beardsman because it just grows.
And Sean with the professional beard.
So I shower every morning. I do the beard wash and conditioner every day.
Okay.
I do beard oil every day, right then. However, I don't do beard oil or balm or butter because, as it turns out, I'm allergic to shea butter, and shea butter is in everything.
Yeah.
So if anybody has a good recommendation for a balm or butter that doesn't have shea butter in it, that'd be amazing. But I can't find one. Certainly not in one of the products that we sell. But yeah, it's apparently it's a latex allergy, and the shea tree can present as latex in products. So if it's got shea butter, and apparently I'm allergic, so I break out real bad. So right now I'm just doing oil and actively on the hunt for a balm or butter.
Yeah. Interesting.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I didn't either. It was
latex, shea, the latex and shea. I want to say there are companies that don't use shea.
They use sow butter, but a lot of companies don't like to use sow butter. So they use mango butter and shea butter, but there's a sow butter, but a lot of the companies, it's expensive, and it also doesn't heat the way they like it to when they're putting the concoction together.
Mm-hmm.
So, but sow butter is one of them, but I haven't found one with sow butter in it yet for him to try.
Maybe I should just make my own.
It's true. We've tossed that idea around because some of these scents are really funky in a not good way.
I'm thinking, I'm looking it up right now. I was thinking that maybe Grindstone.
Yeah, I was thinking Dr. Nick's or Bearded Death because they're all natural, but no, they use it.
Yeah.
I've never actually heard of kokum butter.
Neither have I.
What's kokum butter?
It actually works real well.
Isn't it?
Okay, so Grindstone Grooming uses sow butter, mango butter, Abyssinian oil, hemp seed oil, meadow foam seed oil, argan oil, and castor oil. That's in their butter, their beard butter. So yeah, they don't use the shea.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
So I'll check them out and kokum.
Yeah, who was it that used kokum?
I think Baird.
Well,
Baird.
Ken's
Okay.
asked about the kokum.
Okay.
Oh,
it can maybe Voodoo.
no, he doesn't use kokum.
Maybe he can make one. I don't know. Maybe Voodoo.
Yeah, it's possible.
I'm not sure. But I had a feeling Grindstone was one that didn't, and yeah, take a look at them.
Cool.
Grindstone, they opened just over a year ago.
Cool.
Yeah.
What are they called?
And on a side note, as far as like an unscented butter, to put a couple drops of your oil scent in, Grindstones is very good to having that no scent, So you put a couple drops of oil in there, he's unscented it, and it really works good.
Yeah, Grindstone's out of Indiana.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Look.
Daniel is the owner, and Sean from 8-Bit and Corey from Weatherbeard, they know Daniel very well. Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, we'll check them out.
Florida Boys, okay. I knew. I was trying to think of who it was.
Yeah, the guy who doesn't want to come on the show.
Yeah.
We have a petition to get him on our show.
There was a question earlier. So do you offer a shipping break or free shipping over a certain dollar amount?
We currently offer free shipping over $0.
Wow.
Which is also part of why the pricing is now. Right now, it's because of the show. Before that, it was slightly higher, also for that same reason, just so that we could kind of compensate for that a little bit. But we eat the cost of the shipping, obviously.
Yeah.
But some of these orders, we're spending $15-20 just to get it to people, and it was killing us. We were literally paying to send people stuff. So we're trying to figure all that out from the business side of things.
And we're still new, so we're always trying to make it better. But our goal is always to take care of our fellow bearded gentlemen. So I wanted to say bearded beauties, but that would he's gonna hit me when we're done, by the way. So
Yeah, but you're good as long as we're going.
So Sean, are you from Cleveland originally? Like, is that where you grew up?
Yeah, I grew up in Cleveland. When I was 14, moved to Colorado. Lived in Colorado for almost a decade, and then came back.
I see. Okay. And Joe, you're from Colorado?
Yep, and I was dragged here kicking and screaming.
Yeah. You miss those mountains, don't you?
Dude, man, I can't. So we're in Cleveland, so the lake is north, which is that way, and you can't see it. So I still don't know which way is east or well, I do.
Right.
But it's just I had Pikes Peak out of my window. Hey, that's always.
I would like to point out you knew exactly where the lake was.
That's because I've been here for 4 years.
There you
But
go. Stop complaining.
we're in my house, okay? Sorry, guys.
Another company to check out who doesn't use shea butter is Mythical.
Mythical Beard Company.
Mythical.
Heard of them?
They have a long list of ingredients, but that's not one of them.
All right. Cool. I appreciate it.
And I think Mythical's switching over to just liquid, right? So only liquid.
I'm not
I thought
sure
that's
on
what you
that.
said on our show. I don't
Well,
know.
yeah, just because he was having a problem with keeping it more solid.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah,
Yeah.
being in Florida.
So you guys were down by Colorado Springs then?
That's where I was born and raised.
Okay.
I'm a hillbilly.
I lived in Colorado Springs briefly.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Yeah.
What year?
On Fort Carson.
Oh, okay.
I was stationed there.
I tried. They wouldn't let me go there.
Yeah.
They said
But,
I had to stay in Texas.
The last time I was in Cleveland, where it was like early 90s, and they had the flats. I don't know if they still have the flats, but it's like where concerts, like bands would play.
Yep.
They're
actually building it up now. It's a more respectable. Is that a good term?
Yeah.
A more respectable place. Yeah.
Bougie, more bougie.
No, you'd just be okay walking there in the dark.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, early 90s was grunge scene, and I was in my early 20s, so I didn't care. It didn't seem dangerous to me. But
And now you won't even go to the donut shop.
and now I won't even go to the donut shop. As you age, you just chicken out with certain things. You respect life a lot more as you age.
Exactly what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Ellie, she lives in Longmont, Colorado.
All right.
So just north of Denver.
I worked for Royal Crest Dairy for a long time.
Is that in Colorado?
It's in Longmont.
Oh, okay.
I never heard of them.
Best eggnog I've ever had in my life.
They actually have like the milk delivery service, right?
Well, yeah, that was Royal Crest.
Royal Crest. Like you could put your cooler out front of your house, and the
Oh.
milkman would actually come and drop it off.
So Joe, were you the milkman?
I was.
Wow.
So how many kids do you have out there?
Yeah.
Do you think? Then?
Your wife is watching.
I don't have any kids. I've got fur babies.
Wow.
When I was growing up here in Milwaukee, I lived in old houses, and my grandparents' house, they actually had a milk door
Oh, cool.
where they would get their milk delivered every morning. And you just open up this swinging door and you pull it in from the opposite side inside the house.
Cool. I've lived in a few houses that had those, but they're all painted over.
Yeah.
That's funny.
What years did you work at Royal Crest?
04 to 2017. I worked there for a while. Long time.
Cool story, bro.
Well, it was a lot, man. A gallon of milk weighs a lot, and we shouldn't talk about milk.
All right.
I just want to give a quick shout out to Brad Glacier. He gave me this coffee cup of Nebraska,
Yeah, that's a cool cup.
and it's a huge cup too. Like it's look at that. Look how big that is. It's as big as Nebraska.
Is there any corn in it?
It's probably made out of corn.
Oh,
Is it handmade?
I don't know.
It looks handmade.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean it's a ceramic cup, but
Very
Yeah.
nice.
Brad and his wife gave me this a couple weeks ago.
sorry,
Oh.
Mike.
Kent
a story.
State.
I didn't think Kent State was that rough of a place.
Right in the road a little bit. It's where a lot of the homeless like to be. Anyway,
On that note,
yeah. Sorry, guys.
So Allie, did you have milk delivered to you?
she did up until 2011, but then
Wow.
a couple years ago. If I had to get.
Crazy.
So I have to say, so Royal Crest, they wouldn't homogenize the milk. So non-homogenized milk tastes so much better. I don't know what you guys know about milk. Sorry to talk about milk, but when it's not homogenized, it tastes so much better. Just delicious.
So it's raw milk.
So imagine the happiness you would get from drinking butter. And then
It's not raw. It's still processed. It's just not homogeneous.
yeah, it's just they don't burn off any of the extra fat typically.
Oh, okay.
But it tastes better. And like I don't know if you guys have, is it Hartzler?
Mhm.
Their chocolate milk and eggnog out here in the Midwest is delicious as well. Just to plug that. 'Cause if you guys can
Eggnog.
find
Mm.
the best chocolate milk I've had is Hartzler.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not that into milk.
Neither am I. I'm a lactard.
Mm.
That's what we call people that are lactose intolerant. Sorry.
I don't think that's PC. I don't
Sorry.
think you're allowed to say that.
You're not lactose
Talking about
intolerant.
himself, so
You're not lactose intolerant. You're just not a cow.
That's true.
I have to say, when thinking through what we might talk about on this podcast, milk never popped into my brain.
Yeah. I wonder if there's a milk community that we could.
Yeah. Are there any farmers out there? I know you have a beard, probably.
Farmers like beards.
Milk and beard convention.
I would show up.
That sounds messy.
that's something that happens on the Bearded Respect. You never know where
Yeah.
our shows are going to take us.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, more importantly, though, what are your thoughts on coffee?
Mm.
Are you coffee drinkers?
I am, and I like coffee. I like, right now I have Death Wish, the medium roast. I forgot what it's called, but Hawaiian coffee is probably my favorite coffee.
Yeah. Kona.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just, and when you have actual like Kona coffee from Kona, Hawaii, and looking at the ocean in Kona, Hawaii, you're just like, yep, it don't get no better than this.
All right. All right.
I enjoy coffee. I was actually thinking about doing a coffee taste off between some of these brands like Weatherbeard or 8-Bit that have their own coffee brand.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Maybe we could collaborate on that. I have a coffee show on YouTube.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Coffee with OIF Brewer. Maybe we could, because I just recently got some Weatherbeard coffee. I haven't tried it yet.
Okay, that was my next question.
Yeah.
Just started shipping that out.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually, I between Corey pushing that lately, and then Sean just posted a video of him like brewing his coffee. Man, I realized that like we don't want to sell coffee on Beard Co.
Uh-huh.
It kind of is what we're trying to do with the site. However, it's still a big part of the community, which means I feel like I need to contribute personally to it. So I just got to drink more coffee.
There you go. There you go. Well, this Sunday I have a show coming up. I do a live stream Sunday mornings, usually weekend mornings, but it'll be this Sunday because it's National Coffee Day. This is Sunday.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
Yep.
Didn't even know
Cool.
that.
Yeah.
I bet you Jason knew that.
No.
Probably because Jason actually looks at my post on IG, whereas you don't.
It's been a rough week.
Every day is a National Dumpling Day.
It is.
Today, did you know today is National Dumpling Day?
Probably.
No, I didn't have the dumpling.
Yeah.
I think we froze.
I think you did too.
We can hear you.
Yeah.
Sometimes the video comes in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Did you guys eat dumplings today?
No.
National
On
Dumpling.
occasion, not all the time.
The only dumpling I eat is usually an apple dumpling, and that's been quite a few years since I had one of them.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's at work every morning the supervisors post what national day it is.
Oh, nice.
It drives me nuts. Like I have no interest in it. I'm like flooding my team's messages with that crap. There's only 2 days that I'm interested: coffee and beard day. So there's a National Beard Day or World Beard Day,
Yeah.
which is earlier in September.
That's true.
Beginning of September. Yeah, there's too many days of everything.
Well, and it's not just this national day. It's a list of
Yeah.
like 5 different national days on the same day.
Right. Yeah. Like Green Bean Day. Same day as
Sometimes it's for good stuff. National
Oh, yes.
Pizza Day, Ice Cream Day, Cookie Day.
Donut Day. Yeah.
Pizza Day, National Pizza Day.
Yeah, those are good ones. Those are good ones. I agree.
So how was the pizza in Detroit, by the way?
How was what?
How was the pizza in Detroit?
It was okay. It was better than I expected, actually.
Okay.
So I'd never had a Detroit pizza before. I've never had a Chicago pizza either. The Chicago pizza to me looks like it's all sauce. Like it's just a boat of sauce.
Well, because they put it on top.
Yeah. And Detroit pizza, they put the sauce. Well, I guess they put the toppings under the cheese and then the sauce over the cheese, but not much sauce.
Detroit is like a drizzle, like a ladle of sauce, right?
Yeah. So it's below and a drizzle above. The crust is thick though, and I'm not like a big fan of thick crust. I'm originally from Buffalo, New York, so New York pizza is like the best to me. Thin crust, fold it, eat it. That's the best pizza to me. But it wasn't bad for the Detroit pizza. It wasn't bad at all. I ate it all. So
That's
No
usually
cold
the sign
cheese.
of it was good.
what was that?
No cold cheese.
Yeah, so I haven't tried the cold cheese pizza in Pittsburgh yet, or Eastern Ohio that everyone loves, cold cheese pizza. Yeah, Bearded Chief, he loves it. So
Oh,
that's
man, that helped.
that's a thing, I guess, in Eastern, Southeast Ohio and Western PA. Those are like circle.
So here we're gonna be close to Pittsburgh.
Hold on. Before we find out who sells it, what is it? What's cold cheese pizza?
So they bake a pizza without toppings or cheese. So it's just the dough and the sauce. They bake it. They take it out of the oven. And they throw all that stuff on. Jason's had it.
Yeah.
And it's good?
It's messy. It's messy because everything's loose.
Yeah.
You know, it's not melted in the cheese to hold it together.
But the cheese does melt, right? Because of the pizza's hot, or no?
A little bit.
Well, maybe if you let it set long enough, but
Okay.
no, no.
Why would somebody do that?
I don't know. We had a Bearded Respect meetup in Pittsburgh last February. And we were supposed to go to the pizza place with this cold pizza.
It's called Betos. Betos.
Yeah, they were packed. Like we could not get in to the restaurant. They were so packed. So we had to go to a regular pizza place.
We'll have to try one though. We're out there this weekend.
We'll look.
Weird. I gotta plug in my computer.
Did we lose you guys?
He's gonna plug in the computer because the battery's low.
Oh.
So I don't know if you can see this.
Kinda.
There, it's kind of focusing, but yeah, the cheese, the pepperoni, and the banana peppers were cold. My wife had cold mushrooms on hers.
Getting real close, guys.
But yeah, like I said, it's messy because it just all falls off, and they put a ton on it, but.
We have a bunch of people in here who told us about this.
Yeah. Yeah, and I lived in Pittsburgh. I never even heard of it. I don't think Jason heard of it either.
No.
Yeah. But yeah, Stu and Chief, they're definitely into the cold pizza. But I will say, Big Stu, he did take us to a regular pizza place, which was really good. It was like
yeah,
the oldest Italian pizza shop in Pittsburgh, and it was really good.
Oh.
Cool.
So I would imagine we'll be meeting up next year in Pittsburgh
Hopefully.
For the big
World Beard competition.
Yep.
I forgot, when is that again?
July 4th.
That's right.
Yeah. It's 3 days though. Like it's, I don't know if it's, I think it's the 3rd, 4th, 5th or 4th, 5th, 6th, something like that.
Cool.
It says cold pizza's like hot ice cream.
So my wife and I went to London. Was it London? She'll text me and tell me if I'm wrong. But somewhere in the UK, they have hot custard. And hot custard is amazing. And it very much is like if you were to freeze it, it'd be custard ice cream. But like they serve it on pies and stuff like that. And hot custard was fantastic.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, it was delicious. I'm not advocating for hot ice cream, but hot custard's delicious.
Or you didn't have any hot custard when you're over there?
No, I didn't. I didn't even hear about it.
I had it on this like rhubarb pie or something. And the rule was you could go back and get as much custard as you wanted.
Huh.
So of course we did.
Maybe we should try that with Culver's. Just melt their custard.
So out here we have a different custard company.
We have Culver's too.
Yeah, but why would you go to Culver's when you have whatchamacallit?
East Coast.
Whatchamacallit?
But it's better.
What's it called?
East Coast custard.
Oh, okay.
If you ever out here, go. It's pretty good. They do a good job.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wasn't gonna bring up custard to people from Wisconsin.
Well,
I feel like they got it right.
Culver's is from Wisconsin.
Yeah.
You personally own stock in it, Scott?
No, I do not own stock in it.
We'll be okay harassing them about it. Unless you are very invested in Culver's, then I apologize.
No, it's good, but we go other places too. Not like that's all there is here.
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
I know a lot of people talk about that Raising Cane's, and I forget where we were, and there happened to be one close enough by, so we stopped and got some. Just like Chick-fil-A, I cannot believe that Chick-fil-A, every time you go there, the lines are so long because it's The only thing I like to get there is their lemonade because they got the best lemonade. But
have you tried their lemonade that they mix with their vanilla soft serve?
Yeah.
No, I
it's
haven't.
good.
I forget what it's called, but it's delicious.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like
I bet.
Orange Julius, but with lemonade instead.
Yeah. I miss Orange Julius.
I do too.
Our Dairy Queen that's in our little town, I think Dairy Queen must have merged a little bit with them because they were selling Orange Julius for a while, but they dropped it. But yeah, I love that place.
Here, a lot of the Dairy Queens were like part Dairy Queen, part Orange Julius.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was a thing for a long time. I feel like it's less that way now.
Yeah.
I'm seeing more just standalone Dairy Queens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I think in the mall it will always be combined.
Well, if there is a mall anymore.
I haven't been to the mall in
Yeah.
years, but I think it's still there.
Got a couple, not many.
We actually had a KFC and a Pizza Hut in one building. And if you went in there to eat and ate from their buffet, I mean, they had chicken and mac and cheese and mashed potatoes, but then they had pizzas, But it burnt down. It had caught fire. So they replaced it with a Taco Bell and a Pizza Hut, but they're separate. It's like the same building. It's like a duplex, It's the same. They built a new building, but Taco Bell's on one side and Pizza Hut's on the other.
Romy says Ravina has Orange Julius.
Oh. Just an Orange Julius? Like by itself?
I think that's what he's saying.
All right. We're going to Ravenna.
I'm there at least once a week, so.
I haven't had an Orange Julius in forever.
Either.
Yes, DQ does sell cheese curds.
I will say that the Culver's cheese curds are delicious.
They're unmatched.
Dairy Queens are also from Wisconsin.
Really? That's funny.
Yes.
Huh. What other good stuff comes from Wisconsin?
Most of the cheese, largest supplier of cranberries, known for our, it sounds weird, but potatoes are a big farming item here.
Huh.
So that place in Ravenna is a DQ with Orange Julius. Yeah, our Dairy Queen is something else. Whoever owns it or runs it is very bad at it. because my youngest daughter works there, and there are times that they send her to the Walmart to get hamburger buns because they're out of buns. They run out of napkins. They just run out of stuff. She brought me home a Blizzard one time that had a white plastic spoon in it. I said, "What's this?" "Oh, we ran out of spoons. I had to go to Walmart and get spoons." The other day, I guess there's like the sleeve they put in the cup when they make the Blizzards so it don't go all over the place. That's like a throwaway item. Use it one time, and they ran out. and the manager told the girls, we'll take them back out of the garbage and wash them. And the girls were like, no. The girls were like, no, we're not doing that. But yeah, piss poor management.
What town did you say you live in?
It's a little town called Blairsville.
All right. I need to put a reminder in my maps never to go to that.
Yeah. But yeah, they're piss poor management now for sure.
Yeah.
So that's probably why they dropped the Orange Julius, because they're lazy or whatever, you know.
That's fantastic. Now, Scott, in Wisconsin, have you been to Door County?
Oh yeah.
My wife's been trying to get me to go to Door County for years now. I don't even know why. I think we used to get coffee from there.
Yeah.
And since she's decided we need to go to Door County.
It's a cool place.
Yeah, what's so special about Door County? Tell us.
It's a great destination in the fall. You get to see the leaves change, and it's just a beautiful place right by Lake Michigan. There's all kinds of shops, a lot of items you would call like bougie items.
That's why my wife wants to go. She just texted me. I think I'm in trouble. She says, "Get out of here. It's beautiful there."
Well, Tara, there are restaurants that are seasonal here. A lot of the Dairy Queens close during the winter.
Yeah.
I'm the idiot still buying ice cream in winter. It's okay though.
Yeah, I buy it year round. So my wife, Miss Bruce City, says fall, and they're known for their cherries in Door County. Also earlier she had said Wisconsin's known for cheese, beer, cranberries, old fashions, and potatoes, Harleys, and serial killers.
I'm going to skip over the serial killers. Old fashions like the drink?
Yes.
Oh, I love a good old fashioned.
But not with bourbon,
Yeah.
though, right?
They're a Wisconsin old fashioned is made with brandy and not whiskey.
Brandy, yeah.
Interesting. Well, I'll try it.
I would too.
But my favorite one has bourbon.
Yeah, it's not like you go outside to eat ice cream in the winter. I mean,
well, the great thing is you could just I'll get it on my way home from work, and I'll just put it in the bed of my truck, go to work, and then eat it when I get home after dinner.
Yeah. Wintertime, that works.
You've never done that, but I feel like you probably have.
That's what I do with beer.
Does your wife know this?
No.
Ken says Door County equals Traverse City, just opposite sides of the lake.
is that where the ferry is?
Yes, the ferry that goes to Washington Island is there. Yes.
No, to Michigan.
No, that's not where that ferry is.
Oh, okay.
But what was Tony saying? There's a lot of food there. Yeah. We stopped at this one rib place that was pretty amazing.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry
Yeah,
too.
And I gotta
yeah.
go. But I'm like, I might need to get an apple fritter or something.
Yeah, I got some ice cream in my freezer. I think I'm going to have some after the show myself.
Well, I have to go home, so I'm definitely getting ice cream on the way home.
Kev, there is nothing wrong with hot coffee in the summer.
It's true, but you got to drink it early because once you get hot, there's no stopping. Like for me, I have to drink it early, or else the humidity just stays with me throughout the day.
Right.
When I was a kid, my dad used to always tell me that hot coffee would cool him off. I never understood that until I got older and started drinking
Well,
coffee. I'm like, hey, that does work.
That's like taking a shower. They say when you're hot, take a hot shower because when you get out, you'll feel cool. If you're cold, take a cool shower because when you get out, you'll feel warm. Nah,
Yeah.
give me the hot shower all the time.
I'm glad you ended that with nah, because I was like, I don't think so.
Yeah,
Well, if you're hot, take a cold shower.
Right.
yeah, but then when you get out, you're just going to be hot. But yeah,
Thank you, Amber. Thank you. Thank you for smacking him. He's
And
still
Tara's
new,
like,
though.
we're supposed to ban Kev.
He's still a baby coffee drinker. So Kevin hadn't drank coffee in like 20 some years, and I got him to drink his first cup on my show.
Wow.
Or probably Amber did more of the work than I did, but Amber and Kevin are our couple.
I agree with whoever just said about the affogato.
Yeah.
Affogatos are amazing.
I've never even heard of that.
That's
just
gelato
gelato
espresso,
with
right?
What's that?
That's too fancy for
Oh
me.
man, it's amazing.
Yeah. These are all my coffee fans in here.
Yeah, that really incited a riot here.
We just had to get off the milk topic. That's
It doesn't take much to incite riots on this show.
Did you have any more questions for us? Because I'm fading quick. I'm gonna get slapped after this. I'm gonna get slapped.
Well, anyone in the chat have any more questions for the Beard Coalition? Thanks, guys, for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
We're psyched to do
Very
this.
cool concept that you have. Very, I mean, I'll be blunt. It's a risky concept, I think, but it's a very cool one. I really like the idea.
Well, thanks. We're psyched about it. I think it can bring a lot of value to the community. We're just trying to make sure to do it in a way so as to respect the guys that are already here. We don't want to step on toes, and to assist the brands that we're working with. You know, there's a way to come into this and basically trample over the brands that are here, and we don't want to do that, right? We want to do it respectfully and actually assist everybody that we're interacting with.
Right.
But I'll say that everybody in the bearded community that we've talked to is fantastic. Like really cool group of guys and girls.
Absolutely.
And you've got some pretty amazing. Brad, yeah. I was going to actually share that. Click the right button. First, here, I just wanted to share the 10 companies he was talking about. Some of them I've heard of, some of them I haven't. 8-Bit, Archetype, Artiest Man, Beard and Baits, Cimarron Creek Essentials, Chicago Comb Company, Grave Before Shave, Hyphen Holler, the Bearded Mac Grooming Company, and Weatherbeard Supply Company.
I feel like we have a few others other than that. I got to update the menu. I don't know what they are, so don't ask me.
Is Bearded Mac on there?
Bearded Mac
Yes.
is-
Okay. We have a little bit of Bahawat too, but
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Calendula, King B.
Indeed.
So we actually have. I'm not trying to plug them, but they have Calendula Honey Beard Balm, and it's just fantastic. It's just got the right hold, and it smells good too. But not trying to.
Anyway, yeah, we have a few brands with the intent of getting more with time as we prove out the concept and things like that. But the brands that we do have, we've actually we have relationships with them. We actually talk to them regularly and stuff like that, which is something new for me. My day job is I'm an e-com consultant, so I deal with e-commerce and all that stuff all day long, and I've never and obviously my clients have distributors and vendors and all that stuff. I've never thought of that being I want to say healthy relationship. It's like the other day I called up Sean from 8-Bit and I was like, hey, I got this business idea. Can I run it by you? To see how it would play in the community. And it was great. And he answered my questions. And I just never really thought that vendors and in this case, beard care product makers would have that relationship with us. But it's been
Yeah, these beer product owners, a lot of them are great people. Another one who you have is Corey, and if you have any questions about those markets, that would be a good guy to hit up, because he had before he moved to Tennessee, he was in Ohio.
Yeah, he actually was live last week sometime. And he was talking about that a little bit, and the shows that he still goes up and does with, is it Nate? Does that sound right? I think it's Nate.
Yeah,
Nate with Johnny Ray.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, Bayer,
from
True North is interested.
I just texted Sean that. That's what I was just doing on my phone, so we don't forget.
Yeah, we'll follow up for sure. And anybody that does, if we don't reach out and you're interested, on the top of our website, I think at the very top of our website, there's a link that says sell your products on our store, where you should be able to click. I'm not seeing it. Oh, there it is.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Yep, right up top here. Sell your products.
The form, and you'll be able to basically submit for review.
Yep.
Click the link, Scott.
Oh.
Yeah, there's I mean, a lot of companies do wholesale to barbershops and stuff, so similar thing with you guys.
We'd like to. We've talked to a couple. I don't know. Have you guys had the pleasure of using a Chicago comb?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, good. Because there's so many people that don't, and I'm like, you haven't lived until you've had a Chicago comb.
Yeah, they're pretty amazing. I've got one that sits on my desk, another one in the bathroom, another one by my bed.
Well, yeah, because I have my scented beard comb, and then I have my unscented beard comb.
I've never gone that far, but
well, my wife doesn't like it when I go to bed with anything scented, because
Well, the first Chicago comb I got, my wife stole it, so I had to get another one.
I think that speaks volumes.
Yeah.
I think Joe just went to bed.
no, the dog's after me. Well, sorry.
Chris wants to know what your Instagram is.
I'm about
I just
actually great story. So our Instagram is beard_coalition. And that's very important because if there's one called something like Official Beard Coalition. And it actually has our website listed as their link, but it is definitely a bunch of half-naked dudes, and that is not us.
Chris, put it in the chat, the link to their Instagram.
And somewhere in there, there's their tag as well.
What's up, Beanie?
Beanie, thanks for joining us. Wash your comb. I think he's saying you don't have to have one for sentiments.
That's probably true. Just could not duck. But I can only say that because he's not here.
And Tony T says he uses a number 8 every day.
Number 8.
Yep.
And that's the one we sell the most of is number 8.
So I don't know what number it is I have. I have one that's for the shower. It's kind of like a wider
That's probably the number 8.
tooth, and it's got like a handle. And then I got one for my head hair. But for my beard, I use Educate Beard comb.
Yeah, that's a number 8.
Yeah, it's probably that one.
Yeah, that's the one my wife stole that I had to get another one of. But I got a number 10 now that I keep in my pocket.
I'm sorry.
I am not. You are not. Oh.
I missed the
Amber's looking up the other coalition now.
Oh, it was terrible. Like bearded men in mankinis.
Wasn't a good look.
It was not.
I assumed that was who owned our domain before we did. And not a huge surprise that it didn't work out.
It's kind of funny.
It is.
And our friend from Jacked Up Leatherworks says he can make comb sleeves for your Chicago combs.
That's awesome. Actually, we sell, is it Beard and Bates that makes the
bearded axe?
hatchet? Yeah, the bearded axe. Have you guys seen the axe comb?
Yes.
So
Yes.
I forgot who somebody that's on Instagram bought one, and I told him I'll make him. I do leather work like in the winter as a hobby. I told him I'll make him a sheath for it in the winter.
Yeah. Bearding is fun.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool looking comb.
And that one specifically is pretty cool because it changes color. Like it starts to get like a jade-ish color as it ages, I think, right?
Yeah, more it's exposed to light, I think.
Interesting.
Also, for anybody, while we're plugging products here, for anybody that does use a brush, like a short brush, our brushes are the best I've ever used. Like it's a nice firm bristle that actually does comb the hair, and it's big size. Like I didn't. A lot of times you get these little tiny brushes that you're like, what in the world would I do with this thing? Like it actually fits in your hand and is a nice firm bristle.
Because I personally don't like the little ones because it doesn't get. I've got a really big dome, so the little comb just does my mustache. But
So is that your own branded?
It
brush?
is.
Those, our brush and our comb, the only things that we have to like sell that are ours.
Is that a boar hair brush or?
It is.
Oh, okay.
Very cool.
Do you guys use a wood comb? So I love using the wood combs to get the beard oil through all of the hair. That's what that little guy's for.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we got it. It's helpful for me anyway.
I stay away from the wooden combs, especially because of the long beard. because of the like the wood kind of splits sometimes. Unless it's a wide tooth wood comb, I wouldn't use it.
Got a question for you, Sean. How long have you been slinging leather?
Slinging leather. That makes it sound way cooler than I ever hoped to be. I started during COVID because I needed something to do, and I'll be honest, it was like, look, I need a hobby. I'm not really particularly interested in doing anything, otherwise I'd already be doing it. But I want to find a hobby, and I want to make sure it's a manly hobby. So then I was like, leather work. That's it. Like I've always loved woodworking, but that's hard to do without a shop and all that. So I was like, all right, leather working. And of course, the first thing I made was a purse because that's manly.
It was a satchel.
Nope, definitely a purse. Don't deny it. No, but I actually enjoy it. I make a lot of bags. I make wallets. I'm actually making. Never mind. I'm not going to say that. It's because it's a surprise for a buddy of mine, and if he happens to see this, I don't want him to know. But I make wallets and purses, portfolios, stuff like that.
I've never gotten anything, by the way, and I married his sister, so.
You want like it? Never mind. That's rude.
No.
Sorry, Lex.
I want chaps.
Oh,
Guys, only going to go downhill.
Well, anyway.
No, that's actually been a theme on our show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We recently had Jacked Up Leatherworks on, and everyone was asking him for chaps.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
In fact, there is a company in our chat, True North Beard Co., that sells a chapped leather butter. It smells like chapped leather.
I have questions, but I don't think I should ask them.
Yep.
I got to get to bed, guys. So we need to sign off. But we appreciated being here and being with you guys. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, we appreciate it.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We'll have to do it again sometime.
Sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, and you're not that far away from me either. Well,
That kind of sounded like
Yeah.
a threat.
yeah. Well, we'll have to meet up sometime.
All right, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pittsburgh, July.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds
Yeah,
good.
that'll be fun. That's on our radar now.
Yep.
So appreciate you saying that.
Yeah, they
All
might
right,
have
guys.
vendor spots for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. Well, thank you, gentlemen. Enjoy your evening.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
Come on, guys.
Guys,
Take care.
Yep.
how do we leave?
Just
Maybe this.
Yeah.
See you guys.
There they go.
so yeah, very interesting concept.
Yes. Yeah. Great guys. It's always nice meeting guys on the show.
Yeah.
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 I mean, it's just like any other store.
Mhm.
If you think about, I mean, of course, they don't have a brick and mortar store, but it's just like a gun store. They sell all kind of different brands of guns, or Walmart sells different brands of clothes and different brands of light bulbs, different brands of everything. So yeah, it's a good idea.
Hey, this is how Amazon started. They
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
started selling books online.
Yeah.
Look at them now. We could have met the next Amazon just now,
Yeah.
and everyone's
Yeah.
It's possible.
possible. You never know. You never know.
Yeah. And there are some companies on there I have never heard of before.
Yeah, that Hive and Holler and
What was it, Beard and something?
Beard and Beans or something like that.
yeah, and that Cimarron or whatever that was.
Yeah. Beard and Bates.
Bates, yeah.
Hmm.
Well, that's the one who does the axe comb. And then they have their own products. Pretty cool. Yeah, True North. Did you ever get any of that chapped butter?
Yeah, I got it.
Every time I looked at getting some, it was sold out.
Yeah, I have it. It's pretty good. It's strong, really strong. You'd like it.
I'm sure I would, especially being leather.
Yep. Yep.
But guys, this week I was able to get a new car. Got a Honda HR-V.
Mm.
Is that a hatchback?
No, it's like a
It's a little
smaller.
SUV.
It's like a crossover SUV.
Yeah.
Like a
It's
wrap?
all-wheel drive, 4-door.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
got a lot of nice features, a lot of cargo room in the back. They have
Nice.
the back seats they call magic seats.
Ooh.
Ooh, is that where the magic happens? Huh?
That's
Well, no,
exactly
the
what it
bottoms
is.
can flip up, so then you can put tall items in there.
Mm.
Oh,
Or the backs flip down, and I'm supposed to be able to get as long as a 8-foot 2x4 in there.
Mm.
wow.
So, and it gets great gas mileage, which is what I
Perfect
was
for
kind of
you.
looking for.
Yeah. Their long commute.
Yeah.
Oh, someone said that chap butter is available on the closeout section.
Ooh,
So you still have a chance.
cool.
Well, that's good. You've had trouble with that car for years now.
Well, yeah, and a salesman, they tell me they steer people away from Equinoxes.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
well, mine happens to be one of the worst years. They did some things with that motor that should have never been done.
Yeah.
The dealership said you shouldn't have problems with this thing for years.
Yeah,
They're supposed to be well known for.
Hondas are good, reliable vehicle. Yeah.
Yeah, I went and test drove a RAV4 hybrid, and the salesman there was horrible.
Mm.
Mm.
We ended up leaving. He's like, "Oh, I'll get back to you the next day." I'm sorry, any salesman who's worth anything will do everything to keep you from leaving the lot.
Mm-hmm.
But we went to this Honda dealer and found this great vehicle, so pretty happy with it.
Good.
Jason, your beard is just popping tonight.
Yeah.
Well, I like solid black shirts because it really makes it,
Yeah.
Here you can almost looks like it's transparent, but
No, it's looking thicker.
That's a pretty cool looking shirt from Ireland as well.
Yeah.
yeah.
Very
Yeah.
cool. So that brings up just a quick topic I want to go over. The Great American Beard and Mustache Competition. They follow their categories match World's Beard and Mustache Competition. So they have the same categories, which are different than Nationals Beard and Mustache Competition. So Nationals has 40 different categories. And the reason being is because they separate natural beard and groomed beard. So they'll have like natural 4 to 8 inches, groomed 4 to 8 inches, natural, 8 to 12, all the way down, all the way to 18 plus. So Nationals last year. So when I went to Nationals, the first year was in Casper. I did the natural division and I didn't place. The following year, last year, I went to Nationals. I was in the groomed and I got second place. The Great American was a natural there wasn't a groomed. That's why it was so big. There's 22 of us. The 3 guys that won, big bushy beards, which I wouldn't say were groomed. Like there's no, like they don't have the lines. Like they don't shave anything. Like some of them had like beards up to their eyes. I mean, it was like, so I think that's like a big difference in competition wise. So Worlds is going to be, I'm not sure what I'm going to do for Worlds, because it really doesn't make sense for me to enter a natural beard, because I have to groom my beard. I have to make lines. I mean, part of my job is to look professional, and that, like, I'm fine with people in natural beards. Like, I don't think that looks bad, but other people could probably perceive that, in a professional setting, that, it's just more appealing for my clientele to have it like this than to have it out to here,
Yeah, Ray's asking to define natural.
So yeah, that's another thing is no, they allow oil. So they say no styling products, no heat. I mean, I used a little bit of heat. I styled my beard the same way as I do regularly. I guess it would look more kind of like out of sorts if I didn't. Maybe I would be more natural looking. I don't know.
Yeah, to me, natural would be more like those other guys.
Yeah. And so basically, if you want to just stick natural, you're just going to put oil in and let it go,
Actually, I was looking at you doing the Garibaldi. That's the actual one I signed up for.
Yeah.
And that's nothing in your beard.
Okay.
That's what their rules were. And they especially detailed that out with the mustache. The mustache is supposed to look natural.
Yeah.
I'm sure you could get away with oil, but no balm, no.
Right.
No, nothing. Tony, for your category, I'm sure you could use pretty much whatever you wanted.
Well, Tony was in
a 4 to 8, I think it was.
4 to 8 inch, same as Jacob.
He took 12th.
Yeah, and Jacob took 11th in that category as well.
I mean that's not.
They had more. They had 26 in theirs.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to be in that category.
Yeah, 4 to 8 was 26 people. There was a low amount of mustache contestants.
I would kind of expect that.
I mean, there was a big showing of Innuendo mustache. Yeah, I would agree with that, Jacob. Yeah. But Innuendo's mustache grooming company was there, and they had like their ambassadors. So they had quite a few mustache ambassadors there. Death Grip was not there. So like the typical guys you would see if Death Grip were not.
Whose ambassadors were there?
Was who?
Whose ambassadors you said were there?
Innuendo.
Oh, okay.
Innuendo Beard Company? Or Innuendo
I just know him as Mustache.
Yeah.
All their guys are normally mustache guys.
Well, the owner's got a big beard.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do for Worlds. That's the whole. Brad, when is Nationals in 2025? They don't announce that until like next summer.
They just announced this year's.
Yeah, they were pretty late in announcing this year's.
Yeah,
which is November 2nd in Everett, Washington. Yeah, nationals for 2020. Yeah, they don't even have a place for that yet.
No, it's like months after the competition before they even decide on where it is.
I don't trim my mustache, Kev.
I normally don't,
Jason
but
does.
the guy who trimmed my beard trimmed my mustache. Did a good job at it, so I can't complain. He left the length. So.
Yeah. I trim mine. I just kind of take the trimmers and go straight in, right to the edge of my lip, and I'll get the corners a little bit too, because I always get food,
Yeah.
I tried letting it grow one time and tried the mustache. It's just not for me.
Yeah, it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
Were there a bunch of Mad Viking guys there?
There were quite a few. Yeah, there were quite a few.
Figured.
Jacob being one of them.
Well, there were, when I went to that Sasquatch tournament, there were a bunch there. Like
Yeah.
a whole table full.
Yeah.
But a lot of them weren't even competing.
Oh, yeah. Mitch with a beard, he's Mad Viking.
Yeah.
But Jacob introduced me to a couple guys that were Mad Viking reps when we were there.
Did you meet any of the natural Viking guys?
Yeah. I actually bought a shirt from them and a comb from them.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah, the Sasquatch tournament. There were 2 guys who won from Natural Viking.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting, all natural products.
So
Now,
the next comp I'm thinking about going to is in Minnesota.
And when's that?
October 12th.
Yeah, I think that's the one I was thinking about, but we'll see.
October 12th, Minneapolis. It's called like 10,000 Lakes.
Yeah, that's what Minnesota's famous for.
All right. The Land of 10,000 Whiskers is the name of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's by the Minnesota Beard and Mustache Coalition,
Mm-hmm.
and which Jason Schaefer is part of. He's the second place world champion freestyle beard.
Yeah.
And the guy that I showed you in my pictures, Tim Seeger and his wife Erin, they're part of that as well. But yeah, it's October 12th in Minneapolis. It's their first competition since 2019. They had been absent during COVID, and then they've just hadn't been able to get together until now. So,
and Jacob said he's going to be at the Big Whisker Revival October 5th.
That's like Cincinnati or Kentucky area, right?
Yeah, Newport, Kentucky.
Newport, Kentucky.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the big Cincinnati Beard Barons competition.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Taxi Fields.
Yep.
Yep, that's a big one.
Oh yeah.
And Mean Beard's part of that too.
Yeah, he's got a hell of a beard.
Yeah, he does. Yes, he does.
Well, we should probably start winding her down here. Everybody, thanks for joining us. Another great guest tonight. Have to check with the Beard Coalition next time you're looking at buying stuff. And if you bundle stuff, you're going to be saving yourself money. And
Yeah,
if you
and
get a
free
deal on
shipping.
shipping,
Yeah.
Yeah, free shipping.
Pretty cool.
And yeah, I want to say we didn't bring it up, but really appreciate everybody sticking with us and coming to our stream tonight instead of the other one that was on. We really appreciate you guys a lot. It means a lot
thanks.
to us.
We appreciate it. We'll catch you next week when we've got a great company on who's normally in the chat. I don't know if I saw him tonight, but Mad Donkey. But we'll be talking to them next week. So we will see you next Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Respect the journey, y'all.
Good night, everybody. Have a good Friday.